Welcome guys. Today we present to you the top 10 offline games released on mobile. Before watching the video, put a like and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the video. Tossity Technology Benchmark, an offline game with a size of 1.5 gigabytes, available on Android and iPhone. Tossity Technology Benchmark is a first-person action game set in a science fiction world. Gameplay in Tossity Technology Benchmark is typical for the genre. With your left thumb, you can move your character, and with your right, you can aim your weapon. On the left part of the screen, there's a button for using your weapon's sight, while on the right, there are buttons for loading ammunition, switching weapons, jumping, and shooting. Before you start playing, of course, you'll have to create your character. You can choose between a man or woman, dozens of hairstyles, plus face tattoos, facial hair, accessories, and more. It's important to keep in mind that this is a first-person game, however, so you won't see much of your avatar. Tossity Technology Benchmark is an excellent action game that doesn't last too long but offers a top-notch experience regardless. What's more, this game has some of the best graphics available on mobile by far. Forgotten Anne, an offline game with a size of 1.5 gigabytes, available on Android and iPhone. Forgotten Anne is a seamless cinematic adventure with meaningful storytelling and light puzzle platforming. You are Anne, the enforcer who keeps order in the Forgotten Lands, as she sets out to squash a rebellion that might prevent her master, Bonku, and herself from returning to the human world. Discover a beautifully realized world of wonder filled with Forgotling's charming everyday objects brought to life, bursting with personality. Play the way you want. Use either the effortless on-screen touch controls or any officially supported wireless gaming controller. Enjoy hand-animated visuals created using the same traditional techniques that brought your favorite animated movies to life. Subdivision Infinity, an offline game with a size of 500 megabytes, available on Android and iPhone. Subdivision Infinity is a 3D action game that immerses you in outer space. In this game, you will pilot a spaceship in search of enemy ships that are trying to destroy you, as you explore the galaxy. Controls in Subdivision Infinity are very simple. You control a ship with the virtual joystick on the left side of the screen, and you can attack your enemies with the action buttons. You can also choose the speed of your ship, which will help you maneuver better. Each of the missions in Subdivision Infinity will have you destroying enemy ships around you. Destroying ships allows you to collect objects in order to upgrade your ship. You'll also find resource gathering missions where you extract minerals. Subdivision Infinity is an excellent shooter that has great graphics and simple controls that make it perfect for all kinds of players. You can unlock ships as you get resources and upgrade them so that no one in the entire galaxy can beat you in your competition. Breakneck, an offline game with a size of 350 megabytes, available on Android and iPhone. Breakneck is a racing game where you get behind the controls of a spaceship, fleeing from the enemy ships as they try to hunt you down. The only way to survive is to turn as often as you can, but before you can turn, you have to reload it, which you can only do by skimming walls with all the danger that entails. Gameplay is very simple. Tap the sides of the screen to fly in that direction, or press both sides at the same time to activate the turbo. That's it with these simple controls. Try to outrun enemy ships while collecting all the credit you can along the way. When you start Breakneck, only one spaceship is available, but as you collect credits, you can unlock new ships and new colors for the spaceships you already have. You can also buy and equip all kinds of special power-ups to improve your performance in future games. Breakneck is a fast-paced spaceship arcade game. Its controls are perfect for touch screens, and it has amazing graphics, all of which make it a great game to play on your smartphone, although you can also play it on PC and even consoles.
When I dream.
Morphite, an offline game with a size of 300 megabytes, available on Android and iPhone. Morphite is an action and space exploration game that is clearly inspired, both in its graphics and concept, by Hello Games' No Man's Sky. The free version of this game allows you to explore the galaxy for free. In this game, you'll jump from one galaxy to another on your spaceship while collecting tons of tools, scanning the lifeforms there, interacting with other characters from the space stations, among many other things. To ensure your survival, you'll have to keep an eye on the level of gasoline in your ship, the level of oxygen in your suit, and your life bar. When you get to a planet, you'll control everything from a first-person perspective, where you can launch attacks with weapons, scan items, and jump over obstacles. Although the game lets you explore and enjoy worlds just for fun, there is a plot that you can follow in the full version of the game, which is also ad-free. Morphite is a game that doesn't hide the inspiration for its content, its low polygon graphics and its random series of planets, although those included in the story mode are static, makes it an amazing crescent moon game that gives you huge possibilities and options on mobile. Tower Hunter Urza's Trial, an offline game with a size of 400 megabytes, available on Android and iPhone. Tower Hunter Urza's Trial is a classic roguelike side-scrolling action game. From the first-person perspective of heroine Urza, players will lift the veil of an adventure story. Urza signed a contract with the devil since childhood and she gained the ability to be reborn. Thanks to this ability, Urza was able to head off a danger when skating on thin ice and explore the unknown world in the tower. There is a harsh punishment for death in this game. After Urza dies, she will be sent back to the initial location by the devil's magic of time and space. Same as other games, Urza can also be revived on the spot with rare props. In the endless challenges, Urza will collect precious materials and treasures and become stronger and stronger.
Welcome to Sevastopol Station.
Alien Isolation, an offline game with a size of 11 gigabytes, available on Android and iPhone. When she left Earth, Ellen Ripley promised her daughter she would return home to celebrate her 11th birthday. She never made it. 15 years later, Amanda Ripley learns that the flight recorder from her mother's ship has been recovered. Amanda enters Sevastopol Space Station to finally solve the mystery of her mother's disappearance, only to confront an unknown menace. Engage in a terrifying quest for survival as you navigate the labyrinthine Sevastopol station. Unprepared and under-equipped, you will need all your wits and daring to get out alive. A survival horror masterpiece, the stunning AAA visuals, arresting narrative and terrifying atmosphere of Creative Assembly's classic faithfully replicated on mobile. This is the complete survival horror experience brought to mobile without compromise. Inspired by the 1979 film Alien, a game that returns to the roots of Ridley Scott's science fiction horror masterpiece, using its atmosphere, art direction and production values to deliver the same terrifying thrills. Explore Sevastopol Station and scavenge for hidden resources, crafting items and tech to improvise weapons and deterrence against the ultimate threat.
Something strange happening here.
ATSS-2 Offline Shooting Game, an offline game with a size of 200 megabytes, available on Android only. ATSS-2 Retribution Offline TP's game is a story mode action game similar to the Ghost Recon game series. ATSS-2 shooting game has modern, intense, offline military shooter and gun games combat gameplay that will give you advanced thrill and huge battleground incredible gunplay. Follow Splitgate or Warzone objectives infinite, uncover new weapons and multiple modes. This is a wonderful experience for anyone that wants a casual shooting experience with customizable difficulty levels. There are also game modes like Zombie Mode. The Zombie Horde is powerful. Right now, if you want an intense, unified game, exciting and fun first-person shooter, FPS, with immersive gameplay PvP.
The School White Day, an offline game with a size of 1.7 gigabytes, available on Android and iPhone. The School White Day is a remake of the PC version, White Day, a labyrinth named School, released in 2001. The original game gained much popularity in South Korea and is still fondly remembered by fans. It also gained a cult-like following in the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, and other countries. The School White Day captures a distinctly Asian perspective and atmosphere, and centers around a high school that is swirling with legends and mysteries. The game follows the story of Wei Min, the protagonist, and other students who find themselves locked in the school late at night. Also, the player's choices and actions determine the outcome of the game, with a total of 7 possible endings. The School White Day offers state-of-the-art 3D graphics, solid storyline, and deep immersion, packed into an excellent horror game. Slender The Arrival, an offline game with a size of 1.3 gigabytes, available on Android and iPhone. Slender The Arrival is a first-person horror game. The title of the game: you're on your own, no one to come for you, no one to help you, no one to hear you scream. Slender The Arrival is the official video game adaptation of Slender Man, developed in collaboration with Eric Victor Serge Knudsen, creator of the paranormal phenomenon that has been terrifying the curious-minded around the world since its inception. After the game was developed, Slender Man can now stalk you wherever you go, experience the fear for the first time, or relive the full game you know and love. Added leaderboards for online competition against friends with daily, weekly and lifetime competition scores. The beauty of the game is controller support for mobile devices. The game has a wonderful and scary design, and I highly recommend you to download and play it.
Help you sell the house. Take a little load off your mind. Give me a call when you get the chance and we